Hi guys, I'm live. How you guys doing? I just want to do some rant. Um, First, let me talk about the church thing. Um, I my good friend picked me up for a ride today. She was very nice to me. We hung out, and she's from the church, so to respect her because she was nice to me. She is nice to me, and just because I know I don't know everything. I know that I don't even know. I don't I don't I don't have this brain doesn't have all truth. So just to keep an open mind and respect to my friend and just to go with the flow, like she picked me up. There's something to that. Um, I'm gonna still go to the Mormon Church. I'm gonna have a lot of disclaimers with that, in the fact that I don't, I still think that there's probably no Jesus, but in respect to my friend and because she picked me up, maybe there's a reason for everything, I believe, and there's a reason she picked me up, and I think that reason might be that I'm gonna keep going to the Mormon Church. So I'm still going to recite 3rd Nephi 13 the best I can, the next share. And I'm not going to take it like really to heart, but I'm going to do it out of respect to her and in the spirit of keeping an open mind and going with the flow of the universe. If it really wasn't supposed to be that I just should not go to church again, she wouldn't have picked me up, I think. So I'm just going with the flow there. So there's that. And then an interesting thing happened in my music today. She brought me home, so I was home before I went out on my walk again, or a second walk, and I something told me to do Paganini's Fifth Caprice that Steve I plays in Crossroads, to try to do that in Circle of Force. In other words, do a live video. So I did, and it was interesting because I kind of blew it, because once in a while I would fumble on it, and then I would mess up the Circle of Force cycle, some of it. So I thought, why am I doing this? But I just kept playing. I just kept at it. Like, there's a reason for this. There's a reason I'm supposed to be doing this. And then it hit me. I have a whole new piece came from it. I'm going to call it Rock Solid. And what it is instead of, it doesn't have to be Paganini's Fifth Caprice at any given time, but I'm going to do a classical harmonic minor improvisation in all 12 keys, going around the Circle of Force and back to the first key. And I think it sounds really good. Something tells me to start and end on the key of G minor, but they're all minor keys, so it's all around the Circle of Fifths. And then if I want, and I'm going to do this live, I'm going to do it at the party as my own piece. And then one more gig I have for a second, but I'll talk about that in a minute. And then at the end of the piece, if I feel like it, I can play the caprices in that same cycle, G minor, but around the Circle of Fifths. I don't have to, though. And that idea came out of the slight failure I was having with playing the caprices. So it tells me that I did it for a reason, and if I wouldn't have bumbled the caprices, I would never have thought of that piece. The piece came out of, well, I just scrapped the whole idea. I guess I can't do this, but why don't I just try it in my own improvisation in each minor key around the Circle of Fifths and starting in G minor. One thing cool about that is I've heard that G minor seventh is the saddest chord in music. So G minor seventh isn't in a G harmonic minor scale. It's in a G natural minor scale or a G Dorian scale, but but it's still cool that G seems to be a sad key. And I think it's cool to start it and end it on G minor. But I'll make it my own. I'll just make my own improvisation around the Circle of Fifths and minor keys, and it's going to be called Rock Solid. It's my own little piece. I have to have my signature piece, and it can't be just a copy of Eruption. Even if it's my own version of Eruption, I don't want that to be my signature piece, because people are always going to say it's just a copy of Eruption. And I don't want it to be the Holsworth thing, because it's really not rock and roll. and I don't really have anything else. So this classical around the circle of fists thing came as a result of kind of messing up what I was really trying to do with the caprices. And I think it's a cool idea. That's going to be my signature piece called Rock Solid. And it'll just be improvisations around the circle of fists, starting in G minor, all minor keys, of course. And that'll be my signature piece. And then if I feel like it at the end of it, to end it, I can do the caprices in around the circle of fours, starting and ending in G minor. So there's that. And I got another possible gig. My friend that got me the gig last Halloween said that the Shamrock has open mic night. So I texted the owner of the Shamrock. He said that open mic nights is Tuesday nights at the Shamrock. Sounds like I'm able to go. If I get a ride and whatever, I can do gigs at on Tuesdays or for open mic at the Shamrock. So that's another gig I can have. So that's cool. So I've got to practice for the party, which is Monday. So three more days, and I think I got this. I got my song list here, and I'm gonna practice just a bunch of stuff. This song list for sure, and then a few others in case they want me to play longer, and hopefully I can play like up to a couple hours or 2 or 3 hours if needed be. So anyway, yeah, so that's all good. And I want to say I want to say that I'm really knocked out by all my fans and in the town and everywhere. I really appreciate it, and I think my life growing up makes me appreciate it even more because I didn't always have lots of love. That's an understatement. So when people actually, respond to me and like what I do and all that, I really take it. It really moves me, and I really appreciate it. Really honestly, I think that I don't think I expect it. I think that I'm genuinely moved and surprised and happy about my fans, and so I'm kind of going into study mode because I want to nail this gig at the party, and I kind of go deep into my I'm gonna practice and everything and I think it's I have to do my due diligence and my study and everything. So I'm going to practice this stuff. And I want to add. I want to. This is a rant. That's what I call it. I just want to say, haters. People hate me. And I think that if I hate back, it just increases the problem. I think that just perpetuates the cycle. To return hate for hate is not really an answer to the problem of hate. I think what I'm learning to do and need to do even more is just love everyone, even if they hate me. It's the only way to break the cycle. Because if I hate back, it gives them a reason to hate me again, and then I can hate them more, and they can hate me, and it just perpetuates it. I don't think I want to hate anyone. I don't want to hate my haters. Just let them have their free will. Let them think what they want, and I try to stay alive. I mean, I'm not just going to hand my life over to them and just say, okay, I surrender. But what do you want me to do? I don't want to hate them back. I don't want to do unto them what they do to me. That's not how I've lived in my life. I didn't become my dad. I didn't become the people that bullied me, like Chris. And then later when I tutored him, I just tutored him like everybody. I didn't do hate for hate growing up. And I think it was slightly immature of me when I did that a little bit. Hated my haters and stuff. I mean, times in the history of my channel, there were times when I just really thought that if I hated back or fought back or whatever, that would be an answer that would solve something. But I don't want to do that, and I don't think it solved much. I love you, Biz. I love you, Andy McKnight. I love you, Pudge. I mean, you hate me, but I don't have. I'm not mandated to hate you back. I have free will, and I don't have to hate you. I don't have to be you because you are you. I can choose to be me whether you are you or not, and I'm not a hater. So I love all you guys. Sorry for whatever you don't like about me, but nothing's perfect, and that includes me. You know, and all I can do is just, you know, not be you, just not perpetuate the cycle. So that's what I'm trying to do. And yeah, and then one more thing about the religion thing. I'm keeping an open mind, and part of, I'm going to go on a little bit more about it. Part of the religion thing is a social thing to me. It's like a way of showing love to people in the community that believe in Jesus, not so much that I do. Do you understand that? It's like I'm respecting their beliefs and that they have love, and I'm being nice to them by going to their church. It doesn't mean that I take it to heart. Maybe I'm just showing them love on that level at that day. And also, you know, a couple things about that I want to add. If Jesus is the star, I have nothing to contribute. But yet I might, because I might be the Antichrist. I can't be the Antichrist if there's no Christ, right? All the numbers of sixes and everything, I might be the Antichrist. And if I'm the Antichrist, there has to be a Christ. And I can't be the Antichrist if the Bible is false, because there's no Antichrist. So in respect to my sixes, the sixes and everything, all that, I'm also going to church to keep that idea open too. I'm just keeping an open mind, okay? I'm going with the flow. I don't think doing this and saying they're crazy, and people have said to me, don't forget the Mormons are crazy. Well, first of all, what's crazy? And first of all, you say they're crazy. Does that make them crazy? And first of all, what is crazy? And is crazy good? Is crazy bad? What is good? What is bad? I mean, that almost did the opposite thing to me. It made me say, well, let me just try it then. I mean, just telling me they're crazy doesn't push me in the direction you want it to. It just makes me go, well, how do you know that? It has a rebellion response on my end. I don't like being pushed either way. I don't like being told what to do. I don't like being told what to think or how to think. So if someone says, hey, that's crazy, I just go, well, then let's try it. What are you gonna do, stop me? You know? So that, you know, I'm keeping an open mind. I'm just going with the flow. And also people are realizing that people are starting to get that as soon as people tell me what to do, it turns me off. And my friend started to tell me again, you know, Jimmie, you know, this and this and this, but I'm not afraid of going to hell. That's what I said to her. So whatever you're saying, I'll take the punishment for not doing that, which is hell. And then she backed off a little bit because I think she realized that, well, then that's not her place then. If I'm willing to take God's punishment, if it's just for me to go to hell, God doesn't do anything that isn't just. He's perfect. He's good. He's great. If God decides it's just I go to hell, then so be it. And then but that also means don't tell me like what to do. But yet I'll go to church for my friend and keep an open mind and go with the flow. Love you guys. Peace, love, and rock and roll.